Yahoo!
Hello,
we
son.
we
Look
made
at
it.
you. You got blue and white shirt on. You got blue and white everywhere. Look at you.
Hey, my angry totem, my angry leaf totem.
Nice, bud.
That's for tonight, baby.
Nice, bud. You're gonna need all the luck, eh? You're gonna need everything in the corner, eh?
And that my
Viola.
Leafs Viola 60th jersey, Leaf jersey.
Nice. It's
All right.
It's
Well,
all.
how's everybody doing?
It looks like everybody's doing fine. There, I see Calvin's giving Lake Simcoe Pike information out there. I just saw. They're like, holy God, this guy gets around. Calvin, I'm going to take you out there and you can show me a few spots, maybe. It'd be nice. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you loud and clear.
Did
So we're going to reveal the next group of winners, the next 5 winners for the Great Ontario Getaway giveaway here in a few minutes. Really exciting. We want to make a few comments before we get to that. As usual, we've got a lot of information to share with you. First of all, what's really exciting for us is that people are starting to understand how the game is supposed to be played. And that's evident in the votes. A real swing took place on this month's edition of the contest. People started understanding that the only way you're going to win, I mean, you can have great content, you can have great visuals, but if you don't have votes, you're not going to win anything. So people are starting to understand that, and that's the cool part about the transition that we're seeing from the back end. So we're going to talk about that in a few minutes and how close it was this time. I'm talking very close. The top 10. You could throw a blanket and cover all 10 of them. That's how close it was. And it's a testament to the amount of work that went into it on their behalf.
For sure. Now, again, though, we got to say that the amount of work, and you're got a great story going on there, but you're not out of the game. Remember that the game is, once you get your votes to you or whatever, or your votes that you're giving out, they're all ballots, right? It turns out that you're going to get ballots too in this. So don't be frowned upon. Don't frown upon yourself saying, "Oh, I'm out of this thing." You're never out of this thing till the last name is drawn after the ballots are going in there. So just to let you know.
But it's coming along nice. The commentary that we're getting now is that the quality of the contest is just doubled. Quality in the sense that all of the stories are really good. The ones that made it up, there's a bunch of them that still didn't make it through because the judges are pretty hardcore this month on the theme being followed.
Correct.
So that was really important.
And we're going to be announcing the new theme at the end of this piece today for the next round of this contest, and make sure you adhere to the theme. If you adhere to the theme and say, yeah, you know what, I'm in there, submit it, and we will get you up there for sure. But if you're 50,000 miles off that theme, you aren't getting in there. So our people are ruthless.
And by the way, I was told that the new contest will kick off at 4:00 today.
Perfect.
So a few hours from now, which will make it fair for everybody. The important thing, and the reason why it's important to know when it kicks off, and this took place in the number 5 position in this month's contest. One of the contest rules is that in the event of a tie, what will happen is the person who was first to enter in the contest, even though they're tied at the end of the 30-day period, the person who was first to enter will get the win. And we when we first saw that rule in there, we thought, well, look, what are the chances of that even happening, for God's sakes? 30 days, like there's so much that happens in a month. There's no way that we're going to have a tie. Guess what? We had a tie for the 5th position.
Crazy.
And isn't that wild?
That's wild.
And sure as hell, we had to revert to that rule, which gave the victory to the person who had entered this month's contest prior to the other one. And they had entered 2 days prior. So there was quite a bit of difference. It wasn't a matter of hours or even minutes. So that was pretty cool. So we've had our share of excitement this month viewing all this. It's been fantastic. So.
You know, that's a great little rule to have in there too. I mean, it's great for the incentive of people to get in, but it's great for us because now we do have the true winner as per written by the rules, right? So, nice. Love the contest. I'm super excited about it. Matthew. I said, right on, Matthew.
Yeah, what's really cool for us is that as we're seeing it mature and grow, and people are starting to understand it better. What's really cool for us is how, from our standpoint, anyways, how easy and simple it is to win. All the winners this month, you could tell right from the get-go they understood it, and it was easy. They got it, and so we're gonna hopefully have more and more people that they understand it once they see where all of the lucky winners are going this month. It should be pretty cool.
We have a viewer from Moncton, New Brunswick, with us today, buddy.
Yeah, we always have down Easters joining us.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the Down Easters. They have fun. Those people. They know how to fun. You know what I mean? People learn from them. The things like the fun factor goes from east to west. There you go. So.
All right, not to go on a downer now. We're having fun and whatnot. We're gonna have a lot of fun here in a few minutes when we have. I believe we have two of the winners are going to actually come on with us live, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
2 or 3, or I don't know. We'll see. But not to Jack Summers, you guys are famous.
We're trying to attain your fame, Jack. And until we get there, thank you. You're keeping us going. I will thank you for that.
Anyways, how many people? And I want to have a quick view here on the comment side. How many people are suffering as much as we are with this Leaf deal going on?
Ooh, you're putting it out there, eh?
I want to put it out there. It's painful. It is painful as hell.
I want to just let the audience, let's let them in on a little bit. I'm going to tell you that Angelo Viola is as avid a Leaf fan as I have ever met in my life. I'm going to be honest with that. From day one I met him, which is 30 plus years ago, till today, to this day, he watches every game through the season from start to finish. He records them so that he doesn't miss them. So he's not a wannabe. Myself, I just watch the odd hockey game. I love the Leafs because I was born in Toronto. So, I mean, it's great, but I'm not anywhere near a guy like that. So just to let you know, he is the real deal on that one. You have no doubt about it.
So. Teddy from Hawk Lake Lodge says, "Hey, I told you last year you'd find a way of screwing it up." Thanks, Teddy. Appreciate it, buddy.
Teddy.
I wish I could say the same for you, but your Bruins look pretty good this year. I have to admit, man, they're a threat for sure.
Yep.
Anyways, I just thought I'd throw it out there, see what the rest of you thought about the situation. But tonight we will finally have a closure. How's that? We're gonna have closure, one way or the other, and then we're gonna move on. We'll not talk about it again on this program.
If they win,
in the meantime,
do it all again.
That's what we're gonna need. That attitude right there is what we're gonna need.
That's it. And then you're gonna need Gallagher and Weber to look like this guy right here.
That's him. All right, enough of that nonsense. How about our other contest? What's our caption contest doing? Do you know, Mr. Bowman?
It is closing tomorrow, I believe, at the end of today or tomorrow. But they can still vote today. I still put in today, so I believe, and then we will announce that. I'm assuming after tomorrow sometime. I'm not sure what date we'll announce it on, and then we will, of course, bring in our new theme for the next caption contest. People are having a lot of fun on that.
There's 2 days left from what I'm told. There's 2 days left on that contest.
Today and tomorrow then, okay.
Yeah, the top 5 have been posted. They're all up there. And they're wonderful, by the way. Great job.
They're good. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, great job.
Yeah, people are having fun with it. You know what I mean? And it's fun for us, too, digging up these images, because now we can use pictures that we've never used for anything before. You know what I mean? It's always like that picture from this month that was up in Chapleau at the OPP station up in Chapleau. So I mean, where do you use a picture like this? Is a perfect opportunity for us to use those pictures and people to see them. So,
by the way, Richard Corkum, who is a regular with us and also a great participant in our contesting, he just informs me that supposedly it closed on the 26th of May.
Well, we'll talk to Nick and
I have no idea.
about
That was my birthday, by the way, 26th of May. I think he's getting confused.
Look at Maxime. Maxime Theriot. Go Habs, go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maxime.
Uh,
You're going to get Ange going. I'll tell you that right now.
Don't get me started, all right?
Lyle from Saskatoon. Nice. Hey, Lyle. How you doing? Long ways away. I love that scene in Grown Ups, that movie. Hey, Saskatoon, eh? You ever see that movie, Ange? There's a scene in that movie. You have to, just that one scene. That's all you have to see is that the Saskatoon scene. And you'll watch it. You'll like it.
Oh, look at that. We got bonus points coming up for Go Leafs Go.
What?
Right? I love it.
No.
Love it.
Oh my God.
Hey, we'll take any advantage that we can here at Fishing Canada, all right? So don't bug me, all right? All right, so here's the way it's going to go down. We're going to announce the winners in order that they finished from first to fifth. We're going to read their story. A lot of you are familiar with them because I'm assuming you've been reading them all month. You should, by the way. If you haven't taken the time to read as many of the letters, I really, and a lot of them, unfortunately, a lot of the really good stuff didn't make it. Didn't make it in the sense that they didn't win. So it's not just the top 5 or top 10, but there's great stories throughout the whole lineup. So you should take the time when you can and read as many as you possibly can.
It shows you that there's a good there's a good behind the scenes or a good love of fishing involved here. You know what I mean? You can just see it when the people are writing like that. It shows you how tight this group is and how how strong the sport of fishing can be with family, with friends, with individuals. So it's a good sport. It's the best.
So a couple of things happened. We talked about one of them already, where we had to dig into the rule book, and based on the time that the person entered versus the other person, we were able to break a tie, which was great. Another thing happened that is kind of interesting. We had a father and son. Now, I know there's a lot of father and son entries, which is perfectly fine, by the way. There's nothing wrong with it. But we had a father and son entry that went right down to the last week with both of them in the top 10. And we thought we were going to be able to announce that today, that actually a father and son won 2 separate packages, but that did not, unfortunately or fortunately, did not happen. In the last week, the father shot up and the son kind of stayed where he was. So we'll talk to. We're hoping to have the father on the air with us today. He's one of the winners. We're hoping to find out how he sabotaged his son's voting team to jump ahead of him. But it was pretty cool.
The voting was crazy in this last week. A couple of weeks, but this last week it was like boom. It was like the switch was turned to a different level. So it was it's pretty cool to watch it behind the scenes. So.
And another thing that we did, and I know when I say we, by the way, I'm not talking about Pete and I or necessarily the Fishing Canada team that has been working on this contest diligently from the day of its inception. But I'm also talking about folks from Noto, folks from Destination Northern Ontario, and all of the regions. All these people played a major role and still do every day in getting this contest up and running and moving forward every day. So when I say we, I mean that entire group. But at the beginning, when this thing was being put together, one of our concerns was accessibility. Pete and I have been traveling to outpost camps and lodges for most of our lives. And so we know the difficulties that some of them can present to a person who has full mobility. And so our concern was, what happens if somebody enters this contest that doesn't quite have full mobility? How are we going to be able to ensure that they will be going to a location that will be able to look after them? And we decided to do 2 things. Number one, we decided to put that as part of the questionnaire when folks are entering the contest as to whether they need accessibility or not. And more importantly, we decided that we need to find lodges that are accessible so that we could bring them into the contest, and so that we can have them on a separate part of, even though they're part of the mainstream contest, they're also part of a separate wheel that you're going to see today, because one of our 5 winners requires a lodge that has accessibility. And so it was so nice that that came together. It was an absolute thrill. Can you imagine, had we not made that provision, it would have been a disaster. So we're
just to let everybody know. Okay, here's a great story for you, a fishing story for you. We went to a lodge one time, an outpost camp, through a fly-in company, and it was rugged terrain, to say the least. Fishing was awesome. Okay, but sometimes you get into these places, the terrain is rugged. The terrain was so rugged that the day we were leaving, or it was the day before the day we were leaving, Mr. Viola there next door to me broke his foot on the rocks. He was walking down the rocks, and all of a sudden, boom, fell, slipped, boom, and broke his ankle or your toe or something.
My ankle.
So that's
how much you care. That's how much you care about me. You don't even know what I broke.
For me to remember that story, okay, of you being the klutz of the year. I mean, of you having a slip and slide, that should be enough to be, hey, buddy, but you know what I mean? But in all honesty, there is no way that a wheelchair would be able to, with a person on it, you couldn't do it there. There's just no way. It's impossible.
By the way, sorry to interrupt you, Heather is leaving for the hospital. She's saying good luck to everybody. I'm assuming she's either a worker, a frontline worker, or maybe she just needs to go. But anyways, regardless of what it is, good luck to you, Heather.
Yes, Heather. Hopefully it's not a bad thing. Hopefully it's just
hopefully not
work related.
So anyway, so you're saying?
That's it. I'm just saying that some of these places are rough. You know what I mean? And it adds to the experience for going to a fishing outpost camp, let's say.
And one of the lodges. I had to throw somebody a pen. Don't worry about me. One of the lodges that we went on that trip you're talking about, where I broke my ankle, the second place we went to, where they had that big long dock, but they had the golf cart, right?
Yep.
They are fully accessible, and they're on that list.
Absolutely. So, great lodge. Obviously, you needed to go there first, right? You know what I mean? So you gotta. What are you looking at? You're getting signals from somebody. I'm watching you right now, and I'm seeing all this throwing pens at people and getting signals at people, and all the behind the scenes stuff that nobody else gets to see, but I know.
All right. Nick is like, I feel like David Letterman. I've got a camera here, and then I got a guy with those cue cards that Letterman used to read all the time. Nick is like doing these things to me, like I can't see you. So there. The hell with you.
Thank God they don't know where the hell I am. Obviously, right? I got my doors closed and locked.
Anyway, so those are just a couple of things that have been going on this month's contest. Some really cool stuff. We see a lot of families. Yes, a lot of families are participating in this, and what a great idea to get family members involved. If you've got, 10 or 12 family members that you can get behind you on the voting, it makes all the difference in the world, as we're going to find out from the 5 lucky winners, for sure.
Why is Tony asking, has Angelo had any bad hangovers too? I wonder why Tony's asking that one.
I don't know.
Have you ever had a level 10 hangover, Angelo? You think?
Like a level 10 hangover kind of thing?
Like, yeah. You'd know it if you had one. I mean, you would.
Why is he asking? That's probably more important than that. I would say. Why? I'm not going to answer that until I find out why you're asking, Tony. There you go.
Okay, Tony, please explain, because I want to find out. I want to find out the level of Angelo's hangover, highest hangover. Yeah, that's it. What are we doing? Okay.
All right. I think it's time we got to go. We got to start calling for some winners here.
Yeah.
Everybody agree?
Yeah, I think everybody wants to see what's happening, right?
Okay. So, winner number 1 and the person with the most votes. Now, here's an interesting stat. if you compare this month's winner in terms of numbers of votes versus last month's first place winner, which was Cooper, if you recall, our number one winner this month had 4 times the votes that Cooper had. I'm being corrected by my card. Why don't you turn the camera around so you can get on camera? Obviously, you want to get on camera. That's why you're doing all this stuff to me. I'm trying to talk to the folks here, and you're distracting me.
Well, maybe you should tell them the right stuff.
Oh my God! Can somebody get him out of my room?
I got my door locked. He can't get in here.
Anyways, apparently 6 times the number of votes that Coop
6
had.
times.
Yeah, instead of 5. I guess that was really important that he made it 6 times.
Yeah. He's,
Anyways,
he's a brainiac. He's an honor student. You know that, right? So,
And the reason being, obviously, she got it. She figured out. Now we wanted to get her on.
She.
Yeah, it's a she. First place is a she.
Good.
And her name is Elizabeth Boone. There she is, first place winner of the Great Ontario Getaway Giveaway, month number 2. Elizabeth Boone. Now, we contacted Elizabeth, tried to get her on the air with us, but it just didn't work out. So we're going to make, first of all, Pete, do you want to read her story, her letter?
Absolutely. So from Elizabeth Boone, a gift he deserves. You know that feeling that someone has surprised you with something that you've always wanted, that is what you would love to do for my fiance. His love and passion for the outdoors has also been passed on to myself and our girls. With having 2 young children, we have been unable to save up for a trip, and this would be the gift of a lifetime.
Well, guess what?
You won the gift of a lifetime for sure.
Well, the only thing that's not for sure, Elizabeth has won, but what we don't know is where they're going to be going. Her and her husband, her fiance, actually, where they're going to be going. So, Mr. Music, please, if we could have the wheel instead of throwing all those plaques at me. If you could put the wheel up and we could spin it, we'd be good to go.
There's us moving over, and when are we going to have them spin? Is that the spin
all right?
now?
So let's see where Elizabeth and her fiance will be going on this wonderful trip. Let's spin her.
Give her. And where she stops, nobody knows. Oh, Pine
Portage Lodge.
That is hilarious. And that story that Ann's just told is that lodge. That is crazy. Wow.
Wow. So we're going to be faced with a real conundrum here.
No.
So, I was saying about we invited lodges that had accessibility features to come in as a separate group, even though they could be in the main group of lodges that were up for grabs. We also had to build a second category for accessibility. Well, Pine Portage, owned by Benny McGee, is one of those places that does both. So she's on the wheel that's coming up to be spun a little bit later on here. But evidently, we've already given away one of the Pine Portage trips. So now the conundrum is, and we did not account for this, what happens if Pine Portage is selected again today on the other, or we're removing it?
I think you have to move it, don't you?
I don't think we can. My crack research department apparently is going through all the legal papers as we speak, because he's giving me all kinds of signals.
Just to let Elizabeth know you're going to Pine Portage. So just to
by the way,
that you have won that trip, and it's a nice little trip.
It's fantastic.
We've been there.
It is absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite places of all time.
Yeah, walleye fishing is ridiculous. It's like there's big, there's small, there's lots. There's pike too, but the walleye fishing is just outstanding. Even Mr. Summers that has been commenting here, he was at the lodge too, and it's yes, it is Betty McGee's lodge. Yeah,
yes, it is, Tony.
Yes, it is. Way to go, Elizabeth. You're gonna love it. Great trip, great people. Great food, great accommodations, the whole 9 yards. Fishing is top notch, and if you want, you can like Angelo had special golf cart from the dock all the way to his room because he had a sore foot. So if you want that, maybe they can even arrange that for you.
So there you go, Elizabeth Boone. Congratulations, and off you go to Pine Portage. The folks at Noto will be getting a hold of you and letting you know how and when and all the arrangements. Of course, all of these wonderful trips that we're giving away over the course of the next, I think there's another 3 months after this one and the 2 months prior. But all of these wonderful trips are all going to be taken when it is safe to travel to those areas.
Yep.
Obviously, we would not put anybody out there or encourage them to go traveling when and where it's not safe. So,
yeah,
they'll notify you, and you can take these over the course of the next 2 seasons, this season as well as 2022 coming up. All right, number 2 was my favorite, only because the visuals on this one I think is what closed the deal, and we were hoping to get him on today. Apparently we.
Put the vampire cross up. Maybe it'll get rid of them.
Whoever's in charge of this carnival called the Pine Post production, I want to go on record right now. I will not be doing another one of these live events ever again with young Nicholas in the same room as I am. All right,
Lock
there you
the
go.
door, buddy. Just lock the door. Have him just he can
There you go.
look at the window and you know.
All right,
Yeah.
this next winner. The picture that he put up there, we are going to find out because apparently he's on with us, and we are going to bring him on right now. His name is, there's the picture, John Sexton. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good. Congratulations, boys.
Oh, thank you so much. It was so much work. It was worth it, though.
No kidding, but it's worth it, though, right?
I'm assuming you guys are pulled over safely somewhere, right?
Yeah, we're about 20 minutes south of Cochrane right now. We're on our way to Kenora.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, my son bought a house up there, and so him and his family are moving up there. So we've got the fishing boat behind me, a moving truck in front.
Nice.
Oh, awesome. Good for you. You're going to love it up there, buddy. If you've never been there, I'm sure you've been there before, but it's a fantastic area for fishing up there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good
So
stuff.
Can't wait.
I need to ask you, John, you about that picture. What's with that picture that you sent? Tell us the story.
Okay. I have a lot of fun every year at Halloween. I always like to dress up. So I was an elementary school teacher. So that was one of my pictures from when I was teaching grade 5 a number of years ago. And I wore that for Halloween one year.
That's fantastic. I love the channel lock pliers in there. If you're going to pull a tooth, why not use the channel locks, right? The big old just slip pliers.
I think the channel locks made it.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So let me quickly read John's story because I think it's really interesting. I found it absolutely fascinating. He says that I had spent very little time fishing for the first 56 years of my life. My son, on the other hand, had caught the bug early on from his grandfather. Once I retired, my son pushed me to go out on the water as I was moving to a lake. 3.5 years later, I too have caught the bug. I get out several times a week now on my kayak, in a little tin boat, or on the ice. I'd love to win this contest and take my son with me on our very first real fishing adventure together. Great story, because normally it's the other way around. Dad introduces kid to fishing, and the kid is locked in for life. In this case, it was totally different, and that is outstanding, absolutely outstanding. Now, what's really interesting about this, though, is that Trevor, the son who introduced Dad to fishing, was also in the contest. And up until, I think, a couple of weeks ago, both of them were in the top 10. So we thought this is going to be fantastic. They're both going to win. Talk about insanity. But unfortunately, Trevor, you the last couple of weeks, you kind of slid down the pole. But anyways, great job.
You know what? Trevor wins for moving to Lake of the Woods and Kenora. You're already winning, buddy. You just won a great for sure.
Anyways, guys, congratulations.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great trip for you guys. All we need to do now is figure out where you're going, right?
Okay, I'm ready for that.
You ready, buddy?
All right, here we go. Spinner.
Here we go. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, where is that? Okay.
There we
Arrington.
go.
Nice.
Wow.
You there too. Nice. Speaking of another great walleye lodge, oh my God, yeah, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Oh, boys,
We're looking
for your
at the
very first real fishing adventure together, you're probably going to one of the finest operations in the province. Not that the other ones are bad, but Al Arrington, that owns this place, is a character, and he runs a top-notch operation, and you guys are in great hands. You're going to love him. You're going to love his place, and you're going to love his fishery. That's fantastic, man.
Awesome. Way to go, guys. Congratulations. You can call him Abby. So tell him Abby Hans and Pete sent me.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. And Trevor, don't forget, you can still continue entering in the months to come. All right, just because Dad won doesn't mean you can't still win one. So give it a try.
Be in there.
All right, guys.
Hey, guys, safe travels.
Be careful out there.
Okay, all right, thanks. Okay, take care. Yeah, bye.
Nice.
That was kind of cool.
2 lodges we've been to so far. I love it. That's so cool because we can really vouch for these places. I mean, we can vouch for all of them. They're all great, but it's nice to see these places come up that we haven't been to in a long time or whatever. That's very cool.
What a great story that is, though, man. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that is a great. That's for sure. And that outfit is just that just tops it all off, right?
Yeah. So far, Pine Portage and Arrington's. Wow. All right, let's see. Let's see what we can get for a third. The number 3 winner and finishing, I believe, about 5 or 6 votes behind John for third.
Wow.
Andre Pinard. Andre with
the fishing shirt on. Look at that shirt. That tells it all right there. For sure. Congratulations, Andre. Now, Andre, he's not with us today, right? I believe he's not going to be able to make it, or is he?
Apparently he was going to be, but we, for some reason, are having a difficult time hooking up with him. So rather than, why don't you read his story first, Pete? Maybe he'll have a chance to join in.
In the meantime, yes, if I win, I would take my wife for sure. We have been married for about 15 years. That's what I say too, by the way, Andre. And I say that about my wife says about. Excuse me. We've been. How long have we been together? Sorry, Andre. I had to get that in there. About 15 years, and we have never got the chance to have a trip away that was very far. We both love the outdoors and love to go fishing whenever we can. And this would be a trip that we can call a grand honeymoon for sure. Also, why I choose my wife, because she has been my best friend, and we have been and my best friend and have been with me through the toughest times of my life. And this would be an amazing surprise for her and the best thing ever for both of us.
What a great surprise this is going to be. I don't know whether he's mentioned it to her because he knows he won already.
Right.
Peace,
man.
Apparently, in 2 minutes, he's doing one of these. 2 minutes.
That's 2 minutes.
By the way, that's the lovely Nicholas that I'm referring to behind the camera there, who's bugging me today.
He's been your David Letterman cue card boy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Anyways,
So
Andre has been in all the contests so far. He was in the Mercury 9.9s and the 1.5s and all of them. So he's a big follower and has been trying his luck, and he finally got it, which is very cool to see. Not that we don't want repeat winners, but it's so nice when we get winners that have never won anything on our contest platform before.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
are we waiting for Andre, or can we spin the wheelie, or what are we doing? If he's coming on, we'll wait.
That's what we said we weren't going to do this time, didn't we?
Well, we'd have to wait until he comes on, and then
let's put the wheel up. Let's put the wheel up and spin for Andre and see where he's going.
That's the way to do her, kid.
Number 3rd position, Andre Pinard. Here we go. Where are you going, my friend?
Well, he's not going to Pine Portage or Arrington's. We know that. Where is it? Where is it? It's hard to see. Oh, is he going to Agitas or is he going again?
Oh!
That is awesome.
Wow.
That is awesome. Oh my God. We've been to all these places. This is great.
That's why we're so excited, folks. These are all places that Peter and I are very familiar with so far this month. Fantastic. The Agaches. Oh,
yeah. So this one again, I'll give the people a very quick story on this one. We were having okay fishing at Agichis, and then all of a sudden, Stu, the owner, said, "Boys, I don't know what's going on, but I see a bunch of birds flying around in one area." And Ange and I, of course, the wheels and the lights and the bulbs and everything, like, take us there. Let's go. It was the most freaky, amazing fishing we've ever seen in maybe any of the lodges. We've never seen so much bait in one area. And then on top of that bait, of course, pike and walleye were in there. Ange went in and did a topwater show. It was like we got the best shots we've ever gotten in a long time. And then we went right beside the pike, just move out a little bit deeper, and all the walleye were sitting right there. It was ridiculous. It was unreal. So, here's Andre.
And there he is. Congratulations, Andre.
Thank you.
How are you, buddy?
Look, are you
So
happy?
excited.
There she is. Your
Come on, you
partner.
can get in there. She can get in there.
Get in there.
Get in there. You're going
Wearing my fishing shirt.
nice.
Yes, so
Very good.
excited. First time ever.
Well,
Congratulations.
We
That
both
is
love
fantastic.
fishing, and thanks so much. I can't wait.
You are going to
You
love
guys
this place. This
are
is a
going
great
to
place.
you guys are going to meet an extraordinary couple
Oh, yes.
that own the lodge that you're going to. Donna and Stu are unbelievable people. I think when you come back from this trip, yes, you're going to be talking about the fishing. Yes, you're going to be talking about the wildlife. You're going to be talking about that whole thing. But I think the underlying message when you come back will be the newfound friendship that you've made with Donna and Stu, because they are just salt of the earth people. You'll love them. You'll love them to death. So
Yeah.
you're going to have a great time.
Yeah. And,
Wait,
and
can't
Tony's,
wait to meet.
Tony's asking the question, KB Lake. Yes, Tony, it is KB. Cabanacagami Lake. It's a beast. It's a beauty lake.
You can go to our website and check out the episode, the last episode we shot there called oh boy, had something to do with pike, didn't it, Pete?
Yeah, it was like bait. It was crazy bait. Whatever it was, it was insane fishing. That's all I can say.
Just punch up KB Lake and it'll come up, and enjoy the episode because it's what you're going to be experiencing up there.
People, if you get half the fishing that we did, you're in for a fishing of a lifetime. Just to let you know, it was that good. So it was fantastic. And like Ann said, the owners are fantastic.
So the big question: have you folks ever been on an adventure like this before?
No, we've been married 16 years, and we've gone like away to a hotel in Niagara Falls for the weekend, but never really had a honeymoon. So this will be a honeymoon for us.
Very nice. Very nice.
Well, I can tell you, it's going to stay with you the rest of your life. So congratulations, guys.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Really appreciate you joining us. Before we let you go, I have to ask you, how did you get such a strong vote count? What did you do to get all those votes?
And got them to check, and they kept voting every day for her.
I had to convince my sisters and my nieces. And now I own the.
For sure.
Well, congratulations again, guys, and enjoy. The folks from Noto will be reaching out to you and connecting with you to let you know what the next steps will be, and then you'll have to decide. You'll meet the owners via phone or Zoom, and between all of you, you'll decide when you'll be taking the trip. And you've got until all of this year and all of next year to get it done. So. And
Andre, just one good tip before this trip, Andre, is learn your exact date that you got married on. Okay, buddy, it's going to be a lot better in the future. You want to make sure you know that one, have that in your back pocket all the time. Okay, just your wedding day. That's all.
Well, it can be 16.
Here we go.
Don't worry, she doesn't let me forget it.
Right on, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
Hey, look at this. Elizabeth just sent us a quick message. Elizabeth was our #1 winner this month.
Yeah.
And she just sent us a nice quick message, let us know that she's watching and that she appreciates it and all that good stuff. So, and she is going to have the time of her life, obviously.
I love the way she said that they're so happy they don't have to bug her. She has to bug them anymore about voting. That's awesome.
And look, thanks to my Instagram and Facebook followers, which is the tool that she used to turn the tables on this. Very
Yeah.
good. Very
Nice.
good.
Good work. That's the way it's got to be. That's the way you got to do. Good work, Elizabeth. Congratulations.
All right. Number 4.
Number 4,
Mike Bodin.
avid angler Mikey. This guy is nuts. He's everywhere. You see him on Instagram. You see him on Facebook. He is right there, Mike the Pike. He loves his pike fishing. There's no doubt about that. Hey, Mike. How are you, buddy?
How you doing, buddy?
Oh man, I'm thrilled. It's
But
an honor
good
to
work.
be on the show. I've been watching since I was a young kid, and I wanted to be somewhat involved. And here I am, man. This is great.
Good work, buddy. Good work. Absolutely. Congratulations.
So, Mike, you heard us a little while ago telling you that when the rules committee was put together for this thing, one of the things that we were asked to look at was what happens if somebody that wins needs a place that's got a little more than the normal accessibility factors. Which, listen, a lot of the outback camps and lodges and especially fly-ins, they just don't have it. Right. So
Yeah.
we wanted to make sure that we had provisions in place in the event that we required it. And thank God that decision was made, because Pete and I were like little kids when we first saw your entry come in. We were giddy. We were absolutely giddy. We were rooting for you from behind the scenes all the time, man.
I appreciate it, guys.
Outstanding.
My pleasure. So, Mike, now we got Mike's story here, folks. We're not going to read it all. It's a dandy here, but he went explicit. Tell everybody, Mikey, about your motocross accident, et cetera, and where you are sitting now, and now you've transitioned into fishing as much as you have.
Yeah, I've always been a big pike kid. My parents have been renting cottages up north and I just could never catch a pike for the life of me. And I'd go to bed, I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to catch a pike. And then it would never happen every year. And some of the kids would bug me and be like, you catch a pike yet? Want to catch a pike yet? And I'm like, this is stressing me out. So everyone would be swimming. I'd be out on the dock fishing, trying to get out there or waiting for my dad after supper. But then as I grew up, I had a big interest in riding dirt bikes, and I gained enough experience to get to like the professional level. And just one day I took a 7-year break and then came back, and I wanted to tiptoe into the pro leagues again. So my first event back, I unfortunately had a bad accident and I broke my back. It set me back a little bit, but with my attitude and that, it's the biggest challenges that I've been I've overcome. But I'm just grateful that I can go back and do something that I still love today, and that's going out and catching a big pike. So even any pike, I go out to Hamilton Harbor if I really just want to go out and catch something, and a little pike are around. Even some big ones are around. So I'm grateful I can still do that.
Nice. Good for you, buddy.
It's a big deal for me.
And you've got your truck modified now for you and all that stuff.
Yep.
So fishing is not anything you can't do now, right? You can get there, you can fish, sort of thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Good man.
My dad makes sure I get out there too. We got a boat, we keep it in the lake all year. So he keeps it maintained, and we do what we can to get me in the boat. Like you said, like some of the resorts and that aren't wheelchair friendly, but my dad and I, we've found in the last 2-3 years of our experience trying to go fishing, we've come up with a good system to get in and get out with good time. Cause I got a lot of gear in that, and he's got a lot to haul around for me. So,
Hey, Mike, Rob wants to know, where that picture was taken that you entered in the contest?
I got a feeling I know where that is, but I'm gonna see what he says.
There
That
it
one
is.
there is it's the Whitby what is it, Pomegranate?
I knew it. Whitby Harbor, something, right? Yeah.
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 And I wouldn't know that until I looked into your episode where you were, Pete.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't get in the marina. There's got to be somewhere I could fish in those waters. So yeah, I made it happen. Talked to a couple people, and they helped me out. And there it was. I was hooking into them. So
Good man. Good man.
Fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, listen, I mean, we can't, and we shouldn't be playing favorites, and we're not playing favorites. But when I said that Pete and I were rooting for you from day one, I meant that from the bottom of my heart. We'd like everybody to win, but your story was so compelling, and we just thought, what you embody what this contest is really all about, and so we thought if we could only do it. Next thing we see your boats going through the sky. I mean, it was just all of a sudden boats were going. How did you do that? What did you do to win this?
I sent text to every one of my friends, Facebook Messenger. All the people that I know have helped me out in the past, and family. Here we go. Let's start tagging them. And then once they told me, yeah, I voted. Here's your vote. I just reminded them every day too. So
Every day.
I just I kept grinding the votes, kept posting, kept sharing.
Wow.
Good man. Good man.
And that's how you win. It's as easy as that.
Yeah.
Got
I mean,
a lot of good people behind me, so I owe it to them.
And they're probably pretty happy now, Mikey, that you're going to be shut up now. Okay, Mike, quit leave me alone now, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
one in particular is going to be very happy because the two of you are off. Well, let's find out where you and your dad are going, shall we?
Sweet. All right.
All right, here we go. So on this wheel, we have just the lodges that offer access to their place for wheelchair folks. So they're
great.
all fantastic. There is not one place on this lodge that that you will not enjoy. Let's put it that way. So let's spin that wheel, Mikey.
Let's do it.
This one's easier to read, this wheel, isn't it?
Yeah, no kidding.
Mountain View,
Mountain View
Resort. I don't know that. See, that's the first one today that we haven't been to yet.
That's cool.
That's cool. Nice.
Congratulations, Mike. Mountain View Resort. You guys will be contacted by Noto in the days ahead here, and then you'll meet the owners of the operation. And between all of you, you'll kind of figure out when it's safe for you to go up and visit those people at Mountain View Resort. And I'm sure you are going to come back with some great stories. By the way, Mikey, I know we should mention here, you're an aspiring YouTubeist as well, right?
Yeah, I'm just getting started. My first video is almost ready. I just finishing up the last few scenes in that, but totally new adventure for me. But I've always been trying to like collab like some clips in that. So now I want to put it together. Thanks to Teresa, she gave me a good laptop that I can do that for. A lady I met fishing, sweetheart of a lady. She's helped me out a lot. So yeah.
And Mikey, also tell everybody very quickly about your baits that you make. I know you're a bait maker.
I started a year ago and actually got a couple here. I make like bucktails, standard bucktails, big musky baits.
Whoa.
Nice.
By the way, Jack Summers was just telling us that you're going to be going to Manitoulin Islands, and
Nice.
that is home of gigantic pike, my friend.
Sweet.
That's the number one area that I would choose if I was going trophy hunting for northerns.
Wow.
Manitoulin is definitely on the list. That's the place, Pete, where Mikey and I went shot there.
I know these stories because it took me forever to get to Manitoulin Island, Mikey. And then the first time I went, I have cousins that both had a piece of two cottages on one lake, and we got 2 6-pound smallmouth in the same day. Two kids got a 6 1/4 and a 6.01. I said, Manitoulin Island, the fishing on that island is ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
On all the lakes, Manitou, Mindamoya, all those lakes, it's amazing. So
if the bass are that big, I'm sure there's some giants.
Oh yeah, there's some giant everything. A big walleye too, apparently giant walleye. So
If you could shoot some video while you're there, Mikey, please,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
send it off
absolutely.
to us.
Oh,
We'd love to
absolutely.
post it.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks.
All right, man.
Mike, quick, what's the name of your bait company so people can look it up if they can look it up? Or
Hungry Kitty Predator Baits. I'm on
There you go,
Instagram
folks.
and now on Facebook. Instagram's my most I post more on there.
Yep.
So
perfect, awesome.
Excellent, my friend.
can I give a shout out to a few people?
Of course.
All right, there's some people I just would like to say thanks to. George at 911 Automotive and Tire, Al, Steve, and Darren at Mohawk Ford, Dave at LSC Advantage, Greg and Tim at Bill's Bait, Katrine Marine, Don at FXR, and my friends and family, Mike Morrow, Steven Alexander, and Matt Tin. They great people, man. They're always behind me, making sure I get out fishing, and they've also voted for me too. So
Cool.
thank you, everyone.
Fantastic story, my friend. Enjoy, and we'll talk to you when you get back, man. Take care.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's been a
Yeah,
pleasure.
bud. Take care.
Mike Bodin.
Fantastic. He's
winner.
hardcore. Man, he is hardcore. He's posting all the time. He's back and forth and all these at the harbors and he is a pike nut. I'll tell you what, he's a crazy pike guy. So good for him.
All right, winner number 5, the last one of the day. Now, this gentleman won by the skin of his teeth.
Real
Mr.
close.
Paul.
Real close.
And because they were tied, he was tied, and so we had to go to rule number 62, which says that whoever, in the event of a tie, whoever entered that particular month's contest first will automatically win. And that's what happened to Rob Wilkes.
Look
who
at
was
that
number
picture.
5.
That's a great picture, isn't it?
And I'll read you the story that was posted under that picture. For my 10th birthday, my dad took me on a fishing trip to his friend Bob Carlisle's cottage for 3 full days of fishing. We got skunked. No fish in 3 days. Not even a bite. Ouch. We watched other boats pulling in their limit of fish about 200 feet away, though, but we still had nothing. It was still a great day spending time with my dad, and I wouldn't trade that memory for anything. But if I win, I will be taking my dad, Don Wilkes, and the trip will be dubbed the Wilkes Revenge. So he's going to get revenge, all right.
That's awesome. That's a great story too. You know what I mean?
And there he is. He says, Yahoo.
Yahoo!
Now he can't join us apparently, right? No. All right.
Gotcha.
So that's fine.
That's okay, Rob.
So let's find
yeah.
out where Rob will be going.
Get that wheel up, boys. Oh, and here we go.
Here's where Rob Wilkes will be going.
Spinner, fishing dinner. Rob just sitting there. Oh,
Ooh,
oh, good.
Vermilion Bay Lodge.
Nice. Really close. He was just about on totem, and he's right in the same area. Wow, fantastic.
Another fantastic place. Holy mackerel.
Well, we got 5 beauties well, they're all good, but these are great. These are great picks. Everybody's going to have a lot of fun. Congrats, Rob. That's fantastic. You're going to like this place too. This is in the heart of big fish country, and we can't guarantee fish in the boat, but if you and Pops don't get fish in the boat on this one, buddy, you better take up badminton or something, okay?
No, it wasn't anything but you.
Yeah,
last time.
exactly. Exactly. Good for you.
Anyways, that's it. Congratulations to all 5 of the winners. Their names will be up on a recap on our website shortly, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I think what we need to all go away with today is just how, we keep saying it's hard work, but once you put some mechanisms in place, like all of these folks did, and by the way, I would say the top 100 people this month were all because they were able to get the system going and working for them, whether it's relatives, friends, in some cases, their Facebook friends, their Twitter account, whatever it takes to get votes. It's that simple. You just need to, for once in your life, if you're not into selling yourself, You need to go out and sell yourself and make sure that people vote for you because it's that simple.
Use what Jack is talking about there. Use the Fishing Canada fan club on Facebook. Try and get some shout outs there. See if you can tell some compelling story there. It's 12,531 members and counting. You might be able to get some votes out of that. You know what I mean? So,
well, think about that. If you did nothing else, then go to the fan club and every week or every day or however often, I don't know how often Jack will let you do it. But if you want to post a message every day on those, what's there, 12,531 members, and plead with them to give you their vote, you're going to win this contest. I'll guarantee you. That's how simple it is. So thanks for bringing that up, Jack. Appreciate it. By the way, Jack's doing a great job at moderating that site. Ever since he took over, we've had nothing but compliments from folks saying how wonderful it is to be able to go there and not, be too worried about stuff that might be on there that a lot of sites have that apparently Jack has been able to clean us up of. So
he's our cleanup guy.
No one person has done it yet. Not one person has. Imagine that. Not one person has used the Fishing Canada fan club to get votes on the Great Ontario Getaway Giveaway. I can't even fathom that. Not one person has thought about that.
You just said that like the East Coasters. You said fathom.
Yes.
I can't even fathom that. I'm. You know me. I love the East Coasters, and if it's wearing off on you, then you're being a better person. I can't fathom you being one of those. But
there's you right there, blockhead. All right, so 4 o'clock today, which is less than an hour away, you'll have a chance, and to be one of those 5 people that we celebrated today. And all you have to do is go to fishingcanada.com, enter your contest, and this time your question is, what would you consider to be a fishing trip of a lifetime? Right? Everybody has different expectations of what a fishing trip of a lifetime would entail. That's what you're going to answer. We're asking you, what do you think? What's your version of the trip of a lifetime? That's your story. Match it up with an image, and then get some votes, man.
And adhere to the story, or you won't get in. Unfortunately, you have to adhere to the story, to the theme. I mean, sorry, but your story has to adhere to the theme. Simple as that. That's it. I enjoy the whole Fishing Canada contest thing. If I never win, it is okay. I have fun entering and watching. Well, thanks, Bill. Appreciate that. You know what I mean?
And that would be the perfect note to say adios, folks. Want to thank all of you for joining us again. I want to congratulate the winners again. I want to say go Leafs go. I want to there's so many things I'd like to tell you, but we're running out of time. So I think it's time we sign off. And as somebody pointed out, in a couple of days, the other contest, the caption contest, will be over as well. So we'll start a new one there. And we'll just keep this. Let's tell you what, we'll keep this boat floating as long as we can. How's that?
Perfect. I like it.
All right. Take care, folks.
See you, everybody.